Hey everybody. We are here at another Warriors softball game. Today we're playing against the Menlo-Atherton. And I'm just going to get things all straightened out here. Give me 1 second. All right. There's a hit to our second baseman. And she throws it on over to Gianna Nabung for the first out of the game. So we got Haley Mason-Bach on the mound for the Warriors. And that is hit to the shortstop. Michelle is a little late throwing it to Gianna. And that runner is going to be safe at first. So Haley Mason-Bach towing the rubber for the Warriors. Got a Menlo-Atherton Bear at first. 1 out. And here's Haley's pitch. And that is a ball. So I think we got a strike and a ball. So we got Gianna Nabung at first. And Haley to Gianna for the second out of the inning for the Warriors. We got Angelina Rogers, number 4. She's at second. At shortstop, Michelle Hara. She's leading the Warriors in batting average. She's doing really good this year. There's Haley's pitch, and that's fouled off for strike number 1. At third, I can't see over there. What number is it on third? I think that might be Mariah. And she throws it over, but I think that's a foul ball. So yeah, that's Mariah Fontella over there at third. Audrey Garcia is behind the plate today for the Warriors. Center field, we got Shani Baxter. That's a ball. We got Giselle Torres Jimenez. Looks like she's in right field. And left field, who we got over there in left field? That looks like Alessandra Martinez Moreno. So 3 outs. No runs scored. We're going into the bottom of the first inning. Still 0-0. Check, check. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. All right, we're back. Bottom of the first inning for the Warriors. Looks like Haley Meisenbach. Why do I keep pronouncing that wrong? Is at bat for the Warriors. She's going to lead off. Meisenbach. She's batting .400 on the season. She scored 18 runs, 20 hits, 13 RBIs, 7 doubles, and 2 triples. So Haley's doing quite well at bat. She's going to lead off for the Warriors. I don't have a roster for Menlo-Atherton, so I'll just refer to them by their position or numbers. All right. And once again, Haley will be at bat for the Warriors to lead off. First pitch is a ball. Haley's got a good eye. She's got 5 walks on the season compared to only 5 strikeouts. She takes ball number 2. Haley's got an on-base percentage of .455, so almost half the time she's getting on base one way or the other. Here's the pitch, and that looks like a strike. So here comes the 2-1 pitch to Haley. That's a swing and a strike. The 2-2. If you can hear the wind, that's because it's super windy out here and pretty darn cold, but we're South City people. We are used to it. That's a swinging strike 3 for Haley, so that'll be the first out for the Warriors. Next up, looks like the freshman, Angelina Rogers. Angelina is batting .350 on the season. It's pretty good for a freshman on a varsity team. She's batted in 10 RBIs and 40 at-bats. So that first pitch was way over her head. So here comes the 1-0 pitch. And that is way on the ground. It's a little erratic there for the pitcher, Menlo-Atherton. So 2-0. On Angelina Rogers, the freshman, with the cool hair. I like that. I'm not going to call it El Camino red. It's just red. That's a pop-up. The first baseman cannot get it. Lands on the line, but drops foul for the first strike. So it'll be 2-1 against Angelina. Angelina's got a good eye also. She has 9 walks on the season. And here's the 2-1 pitch. That's in there for a, looks like a ball. That looked pretty good to me, but we'll take it. So 3-1 with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Angelina pops it up to the shortstop. Shortstop pulls it in for the second out of the inning. Looks like Michelle Hara, the junior, who's leading the team in batting average this season. She steps in, takes the first pitch for a ball. Michelle Hara is batting .600. Sheesh, that is amazing. With 52 plate appearances, 45 official at bats. She's scored 22 runs. That's high for a ball. Michelle's got 27 hits on the season, 15 RBIs, 9 doubles, 4 triples, and the only home run for the team this season. So Michelle is definitely the offensive leader for the Warriors. Takes another pitch down in the dirt, so that'll be 3-0. Michelle's got 7 walks on the season, so she's got a good eye. She knows what to swing at, what not to swing at. So here's the 3-0 pitch. That is a little high. Ball 4. So Michelle takes her base, and it looks like, I think that's our girl, Audrey Garcia, the senior multi-sport player. She won the Athlete of the Year award for the Warriors. Michelle takes off and easily stands up into second base for a stolen base from Michelle Hara. So now Audrey Garcia has a runner in scoring position. It's 2 outs. And the 1-0 pitch. That's in the dirt. And Michelle takes third base. 2 consecutive steals on 2 consecutive pitches for Michelle Hara. So Michelle Hara is only 1 base away from scoring. Here's the pitch. And that is a ball, it looks like. So 3-0 for Audrey Garcia. Michelle Hara is taking a big lead on these pitches. She was almost halfway down the line after that pitch crossed the plate. Here's the pitch, 3-0. Little outside. That's going to be, oh, nope, that was called a strike. So Audrey was in the take mode there. Probably going to be swinging away on this pitch if it's good. And that's ball 4. So Audrey will take her base. We got runners on the corners. Audrey Garcia on first, Michelle Hara on third. And this looks like it is not sure who's at bat right here. Audrey takes off to second, takes her base, but it's a foul ball. She's going to have to go back. So that's strike 1. So it looks like Mariah Fontella, our third baseman, is up at bat, and that's high. And there goes Audrey. She's into second. So we have 2 runners in scoring position. Audrey at second, Michelle at third. 1-1 to Mariah. And here's the pitch. A little high. It's going to be 2-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first on a windy South City day. Well, we don't mind it. We like it. And that is high for ball 3. So it's going to be, ball 3, yeah. Pick that bat back up, Mariah. Not quite yet. All right, so 3-1, 2 outs. Runners in scoring position at second and third. See what Mariah can do with the bat here. And that is outside. Oh, no, they're going to call that a strike. So we have a full count, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the first, runners on second and third. There's the pitch. And that is grounded right up the middle. That's going to score a run. Menlo-Atherton gets the ball back in time for Audrey to stick at third. So we're going to have runners on the corners. And 1-0 Warriors. All right. So I think this is Gianna up. So Gianna Nabung, multi-sport athlete. In fact, she was just playing on the soccer game yesterday in goal and against El Camino, and had a shutout. The Lady Warriors won 4-0 against El Camino at the girls' soccer game. Mariah just took second base, so we again have runners in scoring position. So that was the second ball. It's a 2-0. 2 outs here. Gianna Nabung, last week's Warrior of the Week, is at bat looking to score a couple more runs for the Warriors. Here's the pitch. That looks like a good pitch. That's a strike. 2-1 on Gianna. And here's a pitch. High, ball 3. So the Menlo-Atherton pitcher having a little trouble here trying to get the ball over. There's the 3-1 pitch on its way. That's outside. Ball. Oh, they're going to call that a strike? Wow, okay. All right, well, full count. Gianna Nabung, Jr., girls soccer goalkeeper. And here's the pitch. That is going to be ball 4. So we've got bases loaded. Looks like Alessandra Martinez Romero is coming in. Here's the pitch. That's down in the dirt. Audrey's going to take off, and she scores safely at home for the Warriors. That is great heads-up play by Audrey Garcia, scoring the second run for the Warriors. All right. Great job, Audrey. Both other runners moved up, so now we have runners on second and third. 2 outs. It's a 1-0 count. Warriors up now 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. And that is lined right to the first baseman for the 3rd out of the inning. But she got wood on that, or I should say metal on that. But unfortunately right at the first baseman for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Warriors pick up 2 runs here in the first inning. So after 2, Warriors 2, Menlo-Atherton 0. We'll be right back. All right, and we're back. The top of the second inning. Warriors are leading 2-0. And Haley Meisenbach Meisenbach is back on the hill for the Warriors. Our ace on the mound. Meisenbach's pitch is in there for a strike. Haley, the senior, also a multi-sport athlete. She plays volleyball normally. I don't know if she's playing this year, but because it's going on at the same time. But here's the pitch, and that is grounded to Michelle Hara. That takes a wacky bounce. Hey, this is supposed to be a new field, but no fault of Michelle. That was a tough bounce. All right, so Menlo-Atherton in business here, no outs. Runner on first, and there's a bunt, and Audrey Garcia comes down with the bunt, but the runner was well off the bag. Audrey throws it to first, but airmails it into right field, but the runner will get back. So good play by Audrey, catching the bunt pop-up, and then she just overthrew it a little bit to first, but no harm, no foul. Didn't get the double play, but the runner did go back to first, did not advance. So ball one on that, I think. Here's the pitch, and that is lined right on the line on right field. Picked up by our right fielder, Giselle. Giselle gets it in, and that is going to be a double. Menlo now has runners at second and third with one out. So that went right down on the line. But Giselle Torres, she got to the ball quickly, threw it into Angelina Rogers and over to Michelle, so not too much damage. They did not score a run, so it's still 2-0. So one out here in the top of the second inning. Here's Haley's pitch, and that is swing and a miss, strike two. Haley looking for a strikeout here. And here's the pitch, and that is just fouled off. That was another good pitch by Haley Meisenbach. Haley, if you're listening, watching this replay, don't hate me. And here's the pitch, and that is another great pitch, but just barely tipped off by the Menlo-Atherton batter. It's going to remain 0-2. So Haley's really dealing right now. Looking at her fellow senior, the only two seniors on the team, Audrey Garcia, and that's hit right back to Haley, and they got the runner on third and run down, and she is safe. Oh, she got under the tag somehow. And so Menlo-Atherton is going to have bases loaded with one out. Wow, I thought our third baseman maybe got that tag down, Mariah, but I guess not. I guess the runner got back and right under the tag. So Haley's first pitch right there is a strike. And here's a pitch. That's going to be a bit high. We got 1-1. So bases loaded, and here's the pitch, and that is fouled off to the right. So that'll be 1-2. Haley really needs a strikeout right here to avoid any runs being scored. Well, here's the pitch, and that is strike three. Beautiful pitch by Haley Meisenbach. And the batter didn't realize it, but she is out. 2 outs for the Warriors. Menlo-Atherton has bases loaded still. So the Warriors trying to get out of this with no damage. And here's Haley's pitch. That is a strike. We're here in the top of the second inning. Warriors up 2-0, bases loaded. Here's the pitch, and that is another strike. Wow, Haley is really doing well right now. She's got it going. And here's the 0-2 pitch. That was good. That's going to go to Gianna. Gianna can't handle it, and everyone's going to be safe. All runners advance, and Menlo's got their first run of the game. So 2-1 Warriors. Bases are still loaded and still 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and that is popped up right to the second baseman. Angelina Rogers, the freshman, pulls it in and ends the inning. So, Menlo-Atherton score a run. Not too much damage is done. And after 1.5 going into the bottom of the second, Warriors are still up 2-1. We'll be right back. All right, and we're back for the bottom of the second inning. Warriors are up 2-1 against Menlo-Atherton. All right. I think this is Giselle Torres Jimenez up for the Warriors to lead off the bottom of the second inning. Warriors up 2-1. Here's a pitch. That's going to be called a strike. And here's the pitch. That's a strike also. So Giselle's got 0-2 on her. Next week, the Lady Warriors are going to be taking on Mills on the 17th. What is that, Monday? Here at South City High. Try to come on out and check them out if you're a family or. I think those are still the rules, but anyway, no comment. Then we got Jefferson after that, and then at Mills, Sequoia, El Camino, and Terra Nova to finish out the season. The season actually goes into June this year. Obviously, that's a little different than normal. No. But we're not going to be recording games after next week because, well, some of us are going to be on vacation. Here's the pitch. And that is going to be strike 3. So that's 1 out. And here comes Shani Baxter, the sophomore. She's playing center field today. So 1 out here in the bottom of the second. And here's a pitch. Low, ball 1. Shani, little sister of Shelby Baxter, who graduated a couple years ago, who was in the video art program. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be in there for a strike. So 1-1 with 1 out. Here in the bottom of the second inning. Warriors up 2-1. And here's a pitch. Be a little inside. That's going to be called a ball. And here's the 2-1 pitch. And that is a strike. The umpires calling those outside strikes, so hopefully the Warriors are paying attention. Here's the 2-2. That's just tipped by Shani Baxter. Count's going to remain 2-2. We apologize for all the wind noises, but there's nothing we can do about that because it's windy. Welcome to South City. We're not complaining. It's all good. We're tough here. Shani fouls that one off. It's going to remain 2-2. It's our home field advantage. All these warm weather schools like Menlo Park and Atherton, they come down here with their shorts and t-shirts and they freeze to death, and that's to our advantage. We would never do that. We bring layers. Here's the pitch. That's going to be high for ball 3. So we got a full count on Shelby with 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Haley Meisenbach looks like she's on deck. Here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Good cut by Shani. Just a little late. That's going to be 2 outs. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. The pitcher, senior Haley Meisenbach, steps up. Again, she's batting .400, so she's got some pop with 20 hits on the season. That's going to be a strike. 0-1. Pitcher on pitcher right here. And here's the 0-1 pitch, and that is low for ball 1. 1-1. We got Cyrus Ramesh right here next to me on camera. He is the video artist of the year. So he better do a good job, or else he's going to make me look bad for picking him as the video artist. That looks like it's a little low there. 2-1 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. The sun popping out just for a moment, just to say hello. It'll probably go away just as quick as it came. Yep, there it goes. And there's a pitch, and that is going to be a strike. So Haley's got 2-2 on her. Deuce is wild. 2-2, 2 outs. Bottom of the second. Warriors up with 2 runs. And here's the pitch. Oh, that is over everybody's head. Just a bit outside. So 2 down. Full count. Haley Meisenbach. Here's the pitch. And swing and a miss. And that'll do it for the Warriors for this inning. So, after 2 full innings of play here at our brand new softball field. The Warriors are up 2-1. We'll be right back after these messages from nobody. And we're back. Top of the third inning. Haley Meisenbach, the senior, on the mound for the Warriors. Pitching to the only other senior on the team, Audrey Garcia, who actually got the Girls Athlete of the Year award just last week. And she got a bunch of scholarships for being an athlete, too, including one $5,000 scholarship, the Dr. Nadeau scholarship. All right, here's Haley's first pitch, and that is fouled off. Strike one. So we've got a pretty young team. Second baseman right there is a freshman, Angelina. The third baseman, Mariah, she's a sophomore. And Michelle at short, she is a junior. Along with Gianna Nabung over there at first base, she's a junior also. And there is a little dribbler right to Haley. Haley tosses over to Gianna for the first out of the inning. We got
Shani Baxter.
We got Shani Baxter in outfield. She's a sophomore. And she was in the video art class last semester when it was all virtual class. Now we're having some students come back on campus for events like this to film. And so that's nice. All right, here's Haley's pitch. That is in there for a strike. That's 2 strikes. 0-2, 1 out. Here's Haley's pitch, and that's a little low for a ball. And here's the 1-2, and that is fouled off. Count will remain 1-2. Our other outfielders, Giselle Torres, she's a sophomore, just like Shani. And over there in left field is Alessandra Martinez Romero, I think. And she's a sophomore also, so we got a lot of sophomores on our team. Here's the pitch, and strike 3. Haley with the swinging strike 3 for the second out of the inning. She's dealing today. So 2 outs, and here's the pitch. That is right down the pipe, strike 1. Warriors unveiled our new logo earlier this week on Monday. We're showing it to you in between innings. Hopefully everybody likes it. There's actually not one logo, but there's 9 different logos. Yes, we have a whole new brand, as we call it. So if you don't like that logo, well, there's 8 others that you can like. And if you don't like any one of the 9, well, then you're really picky, and maybe you need help because you have issues. Don't be so picky. Anyway, it's a little high. So 3-1 on the Menlo-Atherton batter. Woo! Here comes the wind. Here's the pitch. And that is blasted out to center field. There's Haley Baxter, and she pulls it in. Very nicely done for the 3rd out of the inning. Haley Baxter out there in center field does a great job to end any threat by Menlo-Atherton. So we'll be going into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Warriors still up 2-1. Check, 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 check. All right, we're back. Bottom of the 3rd inning for the Warriors. And the freshman, Angelina, will be leading off. Here's a pitch, and that is way outside and high for ball 1. Angelina Rogers, a freshman. As I said, she's batting .350. 40 at-bats. Here's the pitch. That is high. She's got 14 hits on the year. So as I said before, that's really good for a freshman playing on varsity. 10 RBIs, 3 doubles on the season. So here's the 2-0 pitch. That looks like a strike. Here's a 2-1. Angelina pops that one up right to the first baseman, who makes a snow cone catch. Just pulls that in for the 1st out of the inning. I'll bring up our super slugger, shortstop, Michelle Hara, batting .600. Holy Toledo. 27 hits on the season. Here's the pitch, and she just ropes that one. Another hit. Call it 28 hits into left field. And she has to scramble back. She's going to jump into first, but the throw goes over her head, and she goes into second base on an error. So she's got a single, error, goes to second base. So Warriors have Michelle Hara at second, and up comes the senior, Audrey Garcia. Here's the pitch, and Audrey grounds it to the shortstop. Shortstop throws it over to first, and that is good, but Michelle will scramble over to third base, and she's in there safe. So Audrey did a good job moving the runner over. Now we have a runner in scoring position. But there are now 2 outs for the Warriors. So I think this is Mariah. Mariah Pontella is up. Here's the pitch, and she grounds it to the shortstop. Shortstop over to first, throws it in the ground, and that's going to score a run on the error. Mariah stops at first safely. So the Warriors will get a run off that one. All right. So 3-1 Warriors with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third, and up comes Gianna Nabung, last week's Warrior of the Week. Here's the pitch. And that is high for ball 1. Mariah Fontella is on first base. Sophomore. Gianna, the junior, is up at bat. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That is in the dirt. Mariah's going to scramble over to second. So Gianna now has a runner in scoring position. 2 outs. So let's see if the Warriors can do something here. Here's the 2-0 pitch. High, and it goes over the catcher's head. And Mariah's going to scramble down to third base. So 2 outs. Gianna Nabung with a 3-0 count on her. Mariah Fontella at third. See if we can get her home. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And that is in the dirt. Here comes Mariah. She's going to slide in, and she's safe. Great base running by the sophomore Mariah Fontella. Coming on in. That's going to be a walk also for Gianna. So the Warriors score their 4th run of the game on some great base running by sophomore Mariah Fontella on ball 4. And it was a close play at home. So 4-0 Warriors. Here's the pitch, and that is going to be foul. So it looks like Alessandra Martinez Romero is up. I don't have my binoculars, but I think that's her. We're out here beyond the center field wall, where we have built a little platform for the video art crew to film the game. So, and that ball is going to be underneath the catcher, and Gianna is going to take second base on the pass ball. So 1-1 with 2 outs. Warriors are already with a couple runs in, looking to score more. Gianna Nabung at second in scoring position, with sophomore Alyssa Martinez up. And here's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And she swings and misses, but the ball gets by her. She needs to run. And there she goes. She's running, and they got her for the 3rd out. If she had maybe taken off a little earlier, she might have had a chance. But that's all right. Warriors score again in the bottom of the 3rd. So after 3, Menlo-Atherton 1, your Warriors 4. We'll be right back after these messages from nobody. All right, we are back. And yes, it is very windy. That's what all that wind noise is. Sorry, can't help it. What are you going to do? Top of the 4th inning here at the new Warrior softball field. I don't think we've named it yet, so we'll just call it the new Warrior softball field. We'll just keep calling it that, even for the next 20 years, until they name it. And that is roped into right field, and that will drop in for a base hit. Giselle Torres gets the ball in quick to Angelina Rogers, the second baseman. Back to Haley, that's going to be a single. So Menlo already in business here in the top of the 4th inning. All right, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. And here's the 1-0, and that's going to be a bunt. Haley picks it up, throws it over to Gianna for the out. The runner will move up to second base. But that was a really good play by Haley Meisenbach to get to that ball quickly and get that first out of the inning. So 1 out. A bear on second. Look out, everybody. And that is going to be fouled off for strike 1. Here's the pitch. That is fouled off for strike number 2. So here's the 0-2 pitch. Oh, that's got to be strike 3. Strike 3, you are out. Strikeout by Haley Meisenbach. Why is the batter still there? She's out. Yeah. Okay. That got a little awkward, but all right, we got 2 outs. Bears got a runner on second, and Haley just got another strikeout, and boom, she's right on it. That's strike 1. This girl could deal, y'all. We got an ace, and her name is Meisenbach. That is going to be strike 2. Is it going to be a 1-2-3? I don't know. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and she taps it, and Audrey's going to pick it up, throw it over to first, and just in time gets the runner at first to end the inning. Great play by senior Audrey Garcia. So no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. Going into the bottom of the 4th, the Warriors 4, Menlo-Atherton 1. All right, we're back. Giselle Torres Jimenez, the sophomore, leading off for the Warriors. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Check that, bottom of the 4th inning. My bad. Thank you to my producer and camera person. That's right, he's right next to me. Cyrus Ramesh, Video Artist of the Year. Strike! 1-1. And Torres swings and misses. Strike 2. Shani Baxter is on deck for the Warriors. And that is hit right to the pitcher. Pitcher over to the first for the first out of the inning. So sophomore Shani Baxter, little sister of Shelby, is up. Shani's batting 139. She's got 5 hits, and she bunts it, but this is going to go foul for strike number 1. That was crafty, though. Trying to do something, catch him off guard. That third baseman was playing way back. If she had got that past the pitcher, it would have been a base hit for sure. So, good thinking. Didn't work out. But that's all right. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be in there for a strike. So 2 strikes on Baxter. And here's the pitch. That is fouled off. The catcher was trying to catch it on the rebound, thinking that that might be worth an out. Nah, but that's not it. If it touches the backstop, it is immediately out of play. Doesn't matter if you catch it on a rebound. But I don't know. Look good, I guess. So here's the 0-2. And Shani just bats one up into the gap, and she's going to go for 3. Here she is coming in with those wheels into third base for a triple, her first triple of the season for Shani Baxter. She just roped it into right center and just put that motor into high gear, motoring around. They had that ball coming into the infield while she was just rounding second, but she just kept on going and went in standing, actually, to third base for a triple. So great job by Shani Baxter. And that looked like that hit Haley. So Haley got hit on the foot there. So we will have runners at first and third. Hopefully that didn't hurt too much. She was kind of laughing, or somebody was laughing. I definitely would be crying if anything hit my foot. As old as I am, if a peanut hits my foot, I'll probably tear up a little bit. But not Haley Meisenbach. She's a tough cookie. All right. We've got Angelina Rogers in here with runners at the corners. And Haley just kind of strolls. I guess that foot doesn't hurt because she just strolled to second base with an easy stand-up steal. So runners on second and third. Angelina Rogers. She's got a strike on her. So 0-1. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Oh, that's roped to the shortstop. Shortstop over to first for 1 out. But we will score a run on the play, and Haley is going to scamper over to third. So we will have a run scored. So that's an RBI. 5-1 Warriors. And Haley Meisenbach over there at third. And that brings up our hot hitter on the season, Michelle Hara. Here's the pitch. And that is roped way over the head and onto the warning track at center field. Michelle bats in Haley for another Warriors run. And Michelle has a off-the-wall stand-up double. Man, she roped that. That wasn't too far away from a homer, and that was right at us. I got a little nervous there. What about you? Okay. Oh, all right. I was talking to our producer cameraman extraordinaire, Cyrus. He wasn't scared. Yeah, well, we'll see when a ball hits you in the head, what you're saying then.
Wouldn't be my first.
Might knock some sense into you. All right, that was 1-0. And our senior superstar, Audrey Garcia, is up at bat trying to bring in Michelle Hara, who just had a spectacular double. Michelle takes off to third, and she's hit safe with a steal at third. Great running by Michelle Hara to put herself in the scoring position with less than 2 outs. So let's see if Audrey can get her in. So 2-0, here's the pitch. And that's going to be high for 3-0. So 3-0 count on the senior. Female Athlete of the Year, Audrey Garcia. Also plays golf. She's one of the captains of the golf team. Here's the 3-0. That is high for ball 4. Good eye, Audrey. Good eye. That'll bring up junior Gianna Nabung, who's also on the soccer team, as I said earlier. Had a shutout yesterday against El Camino. And last week, she even scored a goal. And here's the pitch. She's going to swing and miss. Audrey Garcia is going to run on down to second easily. So Michelle Hara at third, Audrey Garcia at second, Gianna Nabung up at bat. She's got a 0-1 count on her. So 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And she hits it right back to the pitcher. Pitcher over to first for the second out. Check that, third out of the inning. I'm sorry, I had it wrong. And but the Warriors will score a couple. And the score is going to be 6-1. And we'll be right back after these messages from nobody.
Can you watch this afterwards?
On YouTube.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
Under what?
Just go SSFHS.
Uh-huh.
And it'll bring up what's called the video art channel or whatever. There you can watch it.
And then can you watch this live too, or?
Well, we don't have they messed up on the internet. Not yet. Next season.
Okay. So how long after will this game be on? About a couple days?
It takes a while to compress and process and upload. Probably this evening.
Okay. So
SSFHS. South
Okay.
San Francisco High School.
Thank you.
All right.
She wants to see your stripes, so. Thank you.
Got some more fans, it looks like.
Always double checking. Make sure. All right, we're back. We're scoring a couple runs in the 4th inning. So we're now in the top of the 5th inning on a breezy Friday afternoon. When I say breezy, I'm lying. It is howling wind,
Category 2.
as you could probably tell.
Category 2.
Our producer, Cyrus Ramesh, calls it a Category 2 wind. I don't know what that means. I don't even think he knows what that means. Oh, hurricane. Okay, yeah, well. He has a penchant for exaggeration, audience. Anyway, 1-0 on the batter. Here's Haley's pitch, and that is lined to Michelle. Michelle stops it, picks it up, does not throw wisely to first, and Menlo-Atherton will pick up a hit. So, runner on first for the Bears, and that will bring up their next batter. I don't have their roster, so sorry about that, Menlo-Atherton people, if you're watching. No one gave me a roster. Then again, I didn't ask for a roster, so maybe that's my fault. Anywho, no outs. Bear on first. Here's Haley's pitch, and that's high for ball one. All right, here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Audrey drops the pitch. Isn't able to throw it down to second. So the runner will ease her way into second base. So the Bears have a runner on second. No outs. And the count is a 1-1. Here's the pitch from Haley Meisenbach. Strike two. And here's the 1-2, strike three. Haley Meisenbach. Another K for number 6. So 1 out for the Warriors. We got a lefty here at bat. So here's the pitch. It'll be a little outside. Ball one. So I don't see Alana out here. I wonder what happened to Alana. Took the day off or something, but no Alana Torres today. She's usually a big bat for the Warriors. And that is hit up to Mariah, who just can't corral that in right on the fence. Really good effort by Mariah Fontella, the third baseman. But the fence was right there in her face, so that's a little distracting. That's a really hard play. So here's the pitch. Strike two. So 2-2 on the Bear from Menlo-Atherton. There's 1 out. And we're here in the top of the 5th inning. Warriors up 6-1. Here's a pitch. And that is grounded right up the middle. Shani Baxter gets it back into the infield to Haley. That's going to score a run for the Bears. So a hit and an RBI for that last batter. So we've got a runner on first and 1 out. Here's the pitch, and that is going to be a foul ball, strike one. Sheeny did a really good job getting that ball back in so that runner can only go to first to limit the damage there. But that is going to be a pass ball or a wild pitch. I don't know. I'm not the one scoring, so I don't know how they scored it. But what I do know is the Bear runner just took off and is safely on second. So the Bears have a runner on second. And here's the 1-1. Ooh, just a little inside. And so this is going to bring up 2-1. Here's a 2-1 pitch. And that looks like a strike. Nice pitch, Haley. Called second strike. So 2-2 with 1 out here in the 5th. And just a bit outside. So Haley's battling here. Full count. Runner on second. 1 out. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. Haley Meisenbach with the strikeout. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Runner still on second base. And here's the pitch. And that is going to be a strike. Strike 1. Strike two. Haley dealing right now. 0-2 with 2 outs. And here's the pitch. Strike three. Called strike three for Haley Mazenbach. Great job pitching. And that's going to bring us to the bottom of the 5th inning. We'll be back after this message. The Warriors up 6-2. All right. And we're back. I just put on another jacket because we here at South City bring layers because we're smart. People from Woodside and those warm places, they bring shorts and t-shirts here and suffer, not us. But anyway, that's strike one. Oh, that ball is roped into left field onto the warning track, rolls against the wall, and Gianna Nabung is going to have a double. Ball is thrown in badly by the outfielder, and Gianna's going to scamper over to third. So Gianna with a double error and extra base, and she's going to wind up on third base for the first batter of the inning for the Warriors. So great job by Gianna Nabung, the junior. Super heads-up play. And that ball is hit right down the line to first base. That's going to score a run. And the Warriors tack on another one. And they are up now 7-2. So, great job batting there by, I think that was Alessandra. Alessandra's going to run out to second, and she's going to be okay sliding in there. She's going to be safe. So Alessandra Martinez-Romero, the sophomore, with the big RBI, then a stolen base. And there's still no outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch to Giselle. Jill Torres Jimenez playing left field today. That's Alessandro Martinez Romero at second. No outs. Gianna Nabung already had a double error, wound up on third base. She already scored. For the first run of the inning for the Warriors. And that was a pretty darn good hack by Giselle Torres Jimenez. And that's going to be a called third strike. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The center fielder, Shani Baxter, sophomore. She's going to come up. See what she can do. See if she can get in her fellow sophomore, Alessandra, from second. Baxter with 5 hits on the year. Looking to get number 6. And here's the pitch, and that is going to be in the ground. And Alessandra's going to run over to third base. So the Warriors now have a runner at third with 1 out here in the 5th inning. Trying to tack on that lead here. Here's the pitch, and that is rolled right to the pitcher. Pitcher to the catcher, and the catcher is going to tag her, but it looks like she's safe. I couldn't really tell. I think she's calling her safe. So I'm giving the Warriors the run right now. The umpires are getting together, and they're going to talk about this. They're going to say that Shani Baxter, I think, is going to stay at first. I can't hear him over here in center field, especially with this wind. But yeah, the run's going to count. They put it up on the scoreboard. So the run is going to count. So looks like Alessandra gets in safely. Shani's going to run into second. She's got wheels, so she easily got into second. So she's in scoring position now. So the Warriors up 8-2 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And Haley Meisenbach is going to try to drive in Shani Baxter here on second base. So here's the pitch, and that is roped right through the wickets of the shortstop, picked up by the left fielder and thrown in to the infield. So the Warriors are going to have runners on the corners, first and third, with only 1 out. And that'll bring up the freshman, Angelina Rogers. And Angelina's going to be looking to tack on, do some damage here. Rogers batting .350. And there goes Haley. Haley's down to second base. They're easily running off this catcher today, so they know what they're doing. Everybody is stealing. So 0-1 to Rogers. And that is going to be a little bit high for a ball. 1-1. Runners on second and third. 1 out. Here's the pitch. That is fouled off. Rogers with 14 hits on the season, 10 RBIs. She's looking to add to that right now. Seeing what they can do. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that is strike 3. All right, so 2 outs against the Warriors. Still got runners on second and third. And that'll bring up the hot hitter of the year, batting .600, Michelle Hara. Here's the pitch, and Michelle just ropes it right to the shortstop. Shortstop does a good job pulling it in, throwing it over to first for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Warriors do add to their lead, and we'll be headed to the 6th inning with the Warriors leading 8-2, and we'll be back. Good job, Shady. Got a girl. And we're back for the top of the 6th inning here at South San Francisco High School on our brand new softball field, debuting this season right here on campus for the first time ever. And the Warriors are leading the Menlo-Atherton Bears 8-2. And Haley Meisenbach is still pitching for the Warriors, and here is the pitch, and that's going to be low for a ball. That is hit right up the middle to center fielder Shani Baxter. Throws it into Michelle Haar. That's going to be a single for the Bears. On the year, Meisenbach's ERA is just right out about 5, which is pretty good. She's got 5 wins, 8 losses, and 13 appearances for the Warriors. She's got 12 complete games and a couple shutouts. So she's our ace, and we love her. So here's the 1-0, and that is hit over the fence onto the side of the wall of the gym for strike 1. There are some windows there on the side. I wonder if one of those windows are in danger of being broken one of these days. I don't know. We'll see. So there's a strike by Haley. They'll bring up 1 and 2. No outs. Runner on first for the Bears. Meisenbach's pitch. That is hit to Michelle. Michelle over to second. Second to first. Not in time for the double play, but will get an out. That was a great job by Michelle Hara getting it over to Angelina Rogers for the first out of the inning for the Warriors. All right, so runner on first. That's a ball. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And the pitch, that's going to hit her. Got away from Haley there, and the batter made absolutely no effort to get out of the way of that. So she's like, okay, I'll just get hit and go to first. And that's what happens. So got runners at first and second. Here's the pitch, and that is right down the pipe. Swing and a miss, strike 1 for Haley. Here's the 0-1, and that is fouled off. Strike 2. So I don't know where Haley's going next year. Audrey, the other senior on our team, is going to UC Davis. So we're very proud of her. Here's the pitch, and that is a swinging strike 3. But the ball got by Audrey, and all the runners will move up. I'm not sure. Okay, well, for some reason she's not at first. Okay, so they're going to call that an out. And that is a strike. So I wish I could explain to you why she didn't go to first, because that was a pass ball after swinging strike 3, but I don't know. Anyway, ball to the second baseman, Angelina. She gets it to Gianna Nabung for the 3rd out of the inning. and no damage, no runs. And after the top of the 6th inning, going into the bottom of the 6th, the Warriors are coming up, and they're still leading 8-2, and we'll be back. And we're back, y'all, for the bottom of the 6th inning. Warriors going to be taking on Mills next. After that, Jefferson. Mills again at Mills. Sequoia. El Camino at home. That's going to be on June 2nd. And then the final game of the year at Terra Nova on June 4th. Yes, you heard it right, June. They're playing even past when school's over. Unfortunately, we're not going to have all those games for you because we stop filming after next week because, well, school's ending. But hey, if you're a family member, come check them out. All right, we got Audrey Garcia, the superstar athlete here on campus. And just going to take a bowling ball for ball 1. Audrey going to UC Davis, as we said. She's a super smart kid. And got a bunch of scholarships this past week when we're having the senior awards ceremony. Check that out on our YouTube channel. So, Audrey Garcia at bat. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be a little high. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That is roped right down the line into left field. Left fielder gets it in pretty quick, and Audrey Garcia is going to have herself a single. Nice job, Audrey Garcia, the senior. Coming through. She's batting .289. She had 11 hits up to now, so that's her 12th hit. And I think this is Mariah Fontella, the sophomore. Here's the 0-1, and that's going to be grounded to the third baseman over to first, and oh, no, she's safe. She dropped the ball, the first baseman. So the Warriors are going to have runners on first and second with no outs. And guess who's up? The junior multi-sport athlete. When I say multi-sport, I mean right now playing multi-sports. Gianna Nabung, the goalkeeper, who actually scored a goal last week. And she's going to, and she got Warrior of the Week. My super producer, Cyrus Ramesh, reminded me. How could I forget? And she takes the first pitch for a ball. Here's the pitch. Ooh, that looked good. Strike 1. So runners on first and second. We got Mariah on first, Audrey on second, Gianna at bat, and that is going to be a ball. So 2-1. here's the pitch. That is low and outside. Ball 3. 3-1 on Gianna Nabung. It's going to try to add on to their 8-2 lead. Here's the pitch. And that is in the dirt. Rolls past the catcher. It's ball 4. So the runners will advance. And the Warriors have bases loaded. Okay, I don't know what just happened there. Okay, I guess that was ball 3. My bad. So now it's 3-2. And here's the pitch. That will be ball 4. Okay, so let's just get that over with. Everyone got psyched out. All right, now we got bases loaded. And it looks like Alessandra is up. Number 5, super producer, number 5. Alessandra, and she ropes one to right field. Just foul by inches. Oh my goodness, that would have drove in at least 2 runs with everybody running right off the bat. Oh man. So that's unfortunate. Just foul. That would have driven in 2, maybe 3 runs. Who knows? But it's just a strike. And there is another down the line just foul as well. Boy, unlucky. Just a little bit too late on these pitches. So if she can just speed up that bat, get ahead of it a little more, she's going to have herself a hit. And the pitch is way over the head of everybody. And Mariah there at second almost went to third. And Coach Dana had to say, no, get back. There's already somebody on third. That's Audrey Garcia. Here's the pitch. Low for ball 2. 2-2. Bases loaded for the sophomore. Alessandra Martinez Romero. Here's the pitch. And she hits one. That is going to be fair off the mitt of the first baseman. That's going to score 1-2 runs. Gianna over to third base. And the sophomore comes through with 2 RBIs and a single. Great job. And that will make it 10-2 Warriors. All right. Here comes the right fielder, Giselle Torres-Jimenez. She's going to hit it right down the line. First baseman can pick it up. Step on the bag. Gianna Nabung's going to score. Make it 11-2 Warriors. And an RBI for Giselle Torres. Great job. Now we got a runner on second. That's Alessandra Martinez with 1 out. Here in the 6th inning. And that ball's going to hit Shani Baxter. Shani Baxter just got hit in the back. And she's going to take her base. So Warriors are going to have 2 runners on, first and second. And guess who's up? The senior, our superstar pitcher, Haley Meisenbach, with 2 on, 1 out. Warriors up 11-2. And here's the pitch. Haley takes high for ball 1. And here's the pitch. And that is roped, well, pop up to the third baseman who cannot handle it. But they're going to call her out. And Shani's going to be out at first also. So that's it. Pretty sure that's the end of the inning. So a pop-up, that was out. Shani took off from first when she shouldn't have, and they threw the ball back to first, got her out, and that'll do it for the Warriors in the 6th inning. But we got a couple runs. We're going to go to the 7th inning with the Warriors up 11-2, and we'll be right back.
And Haley has our pitch. She can get them strikeouts each time. Hard as not.
All right, we're back. It is the 7th inning. Warriors just need 3 more outs to call this one a game and put it in the win column. So Haley Meisenbach back on the mound for the Warriors, trying to complete another complete game. And that's a little low for ball 1. 11-2. Warriors having a really good game. Good game defensively, offensively. Good as well. Good base running. Smart play. Good coaching. Coach Dana. Coach Dana Dunnenworth is the leader of our Lady Warriors. Doing a great job as always. We're lucky to have him. Keep up the good work. All right, well, 1-1. Here's the pitch. That is fouled off for strike 2. Haley making quick work of it. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Ooh, just a little bit low for ball 2. 2-2. And that's going to be hit up in the air and roll foul. So the count's going to remain 2-2. If you can hear the planes going over, yeah. We live right under the flight path of SFO runway number 28. Here's the pitch. And that is a slow dribbler to Haley. Haley over to first base to Gianna for the putout. 1 down. So 1 out here in the 7th inning. 2 more outs to go. Here's the pitch by Haley. And that is going to be a strike. And here's the pitch. And that is hit right by Michelle Hara. Rolls all the way to the fence. Baxter picks it up in center field, gets it to Hara. Michelle's just going to jog it into the infield, give it back to Haley, and that's going to be a double by the Menlo-Atherton Bear. So 1 out, runner on second. Here's a pitch. That's going to be a little high. So our super producer said it was going to be 1, 2, 3. Well, he was wrong. It's not going to be that easy. But the Warriors do have a 9-run lead. So, and that ball is going to be hit to the second baseman, Angelina Rogers. She knocks it down, throws it to Gianna just a little bit late. And the runner is going to be safe, advancing on the run, the runner from second to third. So Bears are going to have runners in the corners with just 1 out. All right, Haley, here's the pitch. That's going to be a strike. And that is roped out to center field. Shani Baxter, just off her mitt. She's going to throw it into the infield. The Bears are going to score a run off that play. And now they're going to have runners at first and second. And the score is now 11-3. So still 1 out here in the 7th. Warriors just need 2 more outs. So here's the pitch. And that is going to be a little low for ball 1. That is fouled off for the first strike of the count. Haley looking to close this one out right now. Get us all into warm indoors. And hopefully it's warm wherever people are going, because it's cold out here. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be low, get into the dirt. And the runners are going to advance. Runners are going to be on second and third with 1 out. Count is 2-1. So Haley needs to calm down a little bit here. Just get focused. Still got an 8-run lead. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be popped to the outfielder, drop in. And that's going to score a run. And the runners at first and third. So the Bears are tacking on some runs. Warriors got to get a little concerned here. They don't want too much of a run going on them. But Giselle out in left field, she got the ball in quick to limit the damage to just a 1 run batted in. So it's 4-11. And the lead is getting a little less. And quite honestly, it's making me a little nervous. Should I be, Cyrus? Should I be nervous? No? Okay. See, Cyrus, always positive, confident Cyrus, even when he probably shouldn't be.
I think I'm in this case.
All right. So 1 out, runners in the corners. There's the pitch, a little high for ball 1. Right now, I don't know what the coach is saying, Dana is saying, but maybe just throw strikes and see what we can do here. And that ball is roped out to Shani, who picks it up, and that's a great catch by Shani Baxter. For the 2nd out of the inning, tagging on the play, though, is a Menlo-Atherton Bear, and they will score a run. So it's 5-11, but now there are 2 outs, runner at first. Great play by Shani Baxter in the outfield. That was a tough one. That was coming right at us, too. I couldn't have caught that, but Shani can, no problem. So 2 outs, and that is fouled off. They got a runner on first. And here's the pitch. And that is swung at over her head. The runner from first is going to move to second on the pass ball past Audrey. But 2 strikes on the batter with 2 outs. We just need 1 more strike to put this one in the books. And here's the pitch. Strike 3, and that will do it for the Warriors against Menlo-Atherton. A great pitching performance by Haley Meisenbach. And the Warriors will take this game 11-5. So great job, Lady Warriors, picking up another win and finishing this one with a little shakiness, but no big deal. They still won by 6 runs, 11-5. So that'll do it. The next home game is going to be on, I think, Monday against Mills, and then El Camino. So those are the next 2 home games. So if you can show up for those games. If not, you can watch the replay right here on YouTube. So for Cyrus Ramesh, my name's Aaron Boyd. It's been a pleasure, and hopefully you guys enjoyed watching Lady Warrior softball action here at South San Francisco High School, and we will see you later.